Let's all go to the movies. Let's all go to the movies. Hello, my friends. I'm Professor Hans von Puppet, here for another day of Vlogtoberfest. Hope you're enjoying it. Today, we're going to do a movie review of the new release, The Magnificent Seven, 2016. Now, this is a remake of The Magnificent Seven from 1960, but not really. If you look at the credits, it's based on a screenplay by Akira Kurosawa, who wrote the original screenplay for the original film that the original Magnificent Seven was based on, The Seven Samurai. Okay, to sum it up, there's this village, it's cowboys, farmers in the Magnificent Seven. It is also farmers in the Seven Samurai, and it is some Mexican farmers in the 1967 Samurai. Okay, they are all being beset by demons. There are bandits in the Seven Samurai and the old Magnificent Seven. This new Magnificent Seven has kind of a populist message, you see. It is being terrorized by an oligarch, a robber baron, played by, what's his name here? Peter Skarsgård. Oh, this guy is such a creep. Such a greasy villain. He is basically opened up a mine on the outskirts of town and is trying to run everyone out, buy their land for nothing, and he has a bunch of tough guys killing everybody. So right away we got a much meaner, persistent threat than just bandits who come and steal all the rice like in the Seven Samurai. Now, I know we're all sick and tired of remakes and reboots, but I gotta tell you, I love westerns. And this western had every darn western thing you could possibly imagine. Every kind of trick shot, every kind of gun, every kind of horse stunt, every kind of, cowboy cliche. I love a good cowboy cliche. There's literally a shot where some guys are fighting and they go boom into saloon doors, then one of them crashes out the window onto the porch. Exactly like you've seen in hundreds of westerns your whole life. So we got Denzel Washington as Chisholm. He is the tough guy, the man in black, the leader of the whole thing. Then you got Chris Pratt, who is lovable. Starlord as the kind of wisecracking, the comic relief, he likes to flirt with girls, he likes to drink, he's very sarcastic and hilarious, he's wonderful. They got Ethan Hawke, who is very, wow, what is it about Ethan Hawke? He's got crazy teeth and a crazy beard. He just seems so darn authentic. I just love the guy. And then his best buddy is the Asian guy, who's kind of like a ninja who can throw knives and is also very deadly. Then there's the Mexican guy, Vasquez, Manuel Garcia Rulfo, who they pick up along the way. He's a fugitive who Denzel Washington is looking for. He drafts him into this cause. And then you got Red Harvest, who's a Native American, played by Martin Sensmeyer. He's a bona fide Native American who joins up, looks really cool. He's really good at shooting arrows at people. And then you got my favorite one, Vincent D'Onofrio as Jack Horn, this whole kind of beardy, fat woodsman who is just tough as nails and kind of like crazy. And he's got this kind of crazy kind of high voice. He kind of talks like this. He's always quoting scriptures, but he's like a total hardcore badass. Anyway, there's your Magnificent Seven. Did I get them all? Yep, that's all seven. This is merry band. I'll tell you something different than it was back in 1960. Back then, they were just 100% white guys. Even the Mexican, Calvera, who was the villain, was played by Eli Wallach, a white guy. Now we got a real kind of rainbow coalition. There's not a woman in the Magnificent Seven, but there's a woman who hires them, who's pretty tough, who does a lot of shooting herself. I mean, it's a little weird that there's a black guy who's the main cowboy, the main bounty hunter here, which happens in westerns sometimes, but like nobody mentions he's a black guy at all a couple of years after the Civil War. There's kind of a Blazing Saddles moment at the beginning where everyone kind of looks at him funny in this bar, but after he proves how tough he is, everyone just kind of leaves him alone and pays him the respect that he so well deserves. So this is a good long movie. I think it's 128 minutes or something, well over 2 hours, and it's pretty action-packed. Has kind of a slow start where you have to see just how evil and awful this villain is, this Peter Skarsgård guy is. We get it, okay? He's really, really evil. But I tell you, once you meet Denzel Washington, it's really pretty delightful all the way through, at least for me, because I do love a good auteur. That's what they call westerns, you see. So I don't want to spoil anything for you, but suffice to say, they help this town of farmers, sort of inept fighters, to prepare and defend themselves against this army of evil guys. And it's a bloodbath. It's just action-packed, so full of that sort of cowboy action, violence, many, many casualties and stuff like that. And yet it's sort of all in good fun. I don't know what to tell you. I quite enjoyed it. I'm going to give it all the stars and say you should check it out. Or if you're going to stay home this weekend and you got Hulu, you can watch the original, The Seven Samurai, in beautiful black and white, directed by Akira Kurosawa, starring Toshiro Mifune. So to sum up, don't stay away from The Magnificent Seven because it's another remake, reboot. I personally think they've added quite a bit of backstory, of character stuff, of in-between the character sort of byplay, relationship between the villain and everyone else, between the hero and everyone else. I just really liked all the modern stuff that they were able to add in there. And God, they must have had some kind of digital effects in there. I couldn't tell, but there's no way they really killed all those horses. And if you're an animal lover, don't worry. It's just cowboy stunts and battles and shots and stuff. It's not like The Revenant, where they can really medieval on the horses in that. Ugh. Anyway, if you want to have a good time watching Denzel Washington be a super cool hero and Chris Pratt be a really hilarious and also super cool, super tough gunslinger, check out The Magnificent Seven in theaters now. And check out The Seven Samurai on Hulu. It's in the Criterion Collection, don't you know? This is sort of off the cuff. I just got home from the cinema where I saw this film. I haven't written anything or prepared or really thought about it all that much. This is my gut reaction. And my gut says go see this movie if you like cowboys. And I certainly do. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. I'm Professor Hans von Puppet. Be sure to watch every day in October for Oktoberfest. Be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz. And tell me in the comments what else you'd like to see me talk about.